Miles and Juniper were the couple everyone envied. They met in college, shared a love for vintage sci-fi movies, and had this inside joke about naming their future pet ferret Zorp. For 10 years, Miles thought he had found his forever person. He trusted Juniper completely, with his heart, his secrets, and even his less-than-stellar attempts at cooking. He was saving up for a ring, a beautiful custom piece with a small engraved spaceship on the inside. Life felt perfect, like the final scene of his favorite feel-good movie. Then the plot twist he never saw coming happened. Miles started noticing little things. Juniper was suddenly working late a lot, coming home smelling of a cologne he didn't recognize. She'd guard her phone like it held state secrets. Their late-night talks about everything and nothing were replaced by a cold silence. Miles tried to talk to her to ask what was wrong, but she'd just brush it off, saying he was being paranoid. His gut, however, was screaming that something was deeply wrong. He felt a knot of anxiety tighten in his chest every time her phone buzzed. The truth came out in the most brutal way possible. Miles had planned a surprise anniversary dinner. He'd even managed to cook an edible meal for once, but Juniper never came home. After hours of frantic calls, he got a text. Not from her, but from a friend, with a screenshot. It was a picture of Juniper, kissing another man, his best friend Liam. The caption read, "Making it official." Miles felt the world drop from beneath his feet. 10 years, his best friend, his future, all gone in a single, devastating image. The betrayal was a physical pain, sharp and suffocating. The days that followed were a blur of grief and rage. Miles was a ghost in his own apartment, surrounded by memories that now felt like lies. He'd look at the ferret cage they bought together and feel a fresh wave of anger. One night, wallowing in his misery, an idea sparked. It was petty, it was childish, but it felt right. Remembered how obsessed Juniper was with her prized collection of rare first-edition sci-fi novels. They were her pride and joy, worth a small fortune. She'd even built a custom climate-controlled bookshelf for them. Miles also remembered that Juniper had a massive phobia of glitter. She called it the craft herpes because once you had it, you could never get rid of it. So he went online and ordered the biggest, most obnoxious bags of multicolored industrial-grade glitter he could find. The next day, while she was working late, he went to work. He carefully opened every single one of her precious first-edition books. He didn't damage the pages. Oh no. He simply sprinkled a generous, shimmering, impossible-to-remove layer of glitter between every few pages of every single book. The grand finale was a custom-printed bookmark. On one side, it had the screenshot of her and Liam. On the other, it said, "Hope your new chapter is as sparkly as this one. Love, Miles." He placed one in each book and then left the apartment for good. He never heard from her directly, but mutual friends told him the aftermath was legendary. Apparently, she found the glitter explosion and went ballistic. She spent weeks trying to clean her priceless collection. But every time she opened a book, a new cloud of shimmering revenge would puff out, settling on her clothes, her furniture, her face. Miles moved on. He got a new apartment, a new job, and eventually he even got that ferret Zorp. He found that the best revenge wasn't the glitter bomb, but rebuilding his life and finding happiness without her. The story of the glitter-bombed books became a legend among his friends. A reminder that sometimes, when your world falls apart, you just have to find a way to add a little sparkle before you walk away. He learned that true closure doesn't come from getting even, but from getting better. Thanks for watching our story today. If you have a story of your own, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales of love, loss, and the occasional petty revenge. See you next time.